Hello and welcome back to the channel. Or the first time if it's your first time here. It's a late one. I'm tired out of my mind. But, messed up the volume. Yes, anyway. Welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here. Like the England players struggling to get some sleep. Yes, that is me. Natasha, thank you for letting me know. Natasha's a regular contributor to the channel in the chat, as you can see. Letting me know that Tuchel said that English players did not get any sleep. Well, that's how I feel. I just went to sleep for an hour and I'm tired out of my mind. But yes, we're back for the second live stream of this evening for big Mexico versus England. So yes, it's going to be a very good watch. And yes, looking forward to the game. And now as the moments pass, I can feel the clarity returning and I'm getting back on point. So all good. So yes, hopefully there'll be a few people in the chat. Thank you, Natasha, for letting me know about the game starting a bit later than before. Much appreciated. But yes, got to make sure that everything is working on the stream. And yes, unbelievably late to be watching a game of football, but this is what World Cup fever does. This is what football means to people. Let's go. So yes, the game has been delayed originally from 1 AM to 2 PM, but we're still here trying to catch the game. So all good. So there's been no more delays, and hopefully that it's going to be it from now. And we're going to be able to see the full game play out. So, on that note, let's have a look at the two team sheets. Like I said, thank you once again, Natasha, for letting me know. Much appreciated. Right. We'll go through the two team sheets now. Quickly go through those before the game starts in 10 minutes. So, of course, the England team will be more familiar to us fans in comparison to Mexico. But let's go through them anyway. So we've got Mexico with their manager, Javier Aguirre, playing a 4-3-3 formation. You've got Rango in goal, Sanchez at right back, Montes and Vázquez centre back pairing, Gallardo at left back. Midfield, the young starlet, Mora. The 17-year-old. In central midfield area, you've got Lira and you've got Romo on the left side of the midfield. Up top, you've got Alvarado, Jimenez, Raul Jimenez, formerly of Wolves, then of Fulham, and now back at Wolves in the Championship, up top. And Quinones, who obviously scored a goal in the opening game. Right, the England team. Let's see what Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, has produced. Formation playing a 4-2-3-1. We've got Jordan Pickford in goal of Everton, Jarell Quansah of Leverkusen, Ezri Konsa and Mark Gahey are the centre-back pairing. Obviously that's Aston Villa and Man City respectively. Nico O'Reilly, also of Manchester City at left-back. So we've got Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest in midfield alongside Declan Rice, or should I say Elliot Anderson of Manchester City. They've just broken that, nearly broken that transfer record for him. But yes, up top we have Saka on the right of Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, of course. Attacking midfield cam position, we have Jude Bellingham of Real Madrid, and on the left of his side, supporting the attack, is Anthony Gordon of Barcelona. And up top, we've got the main man, Harry Kane, the world's deadliest striker. Right. On the subs bench, we're just rifle through those. We've got Acevedo, we've got Chavez, we've got M. Chavez, we've got L. Chavez, we've got Fidalgo, we've got Santiago Jimenez of AC Milan, we've got Gonzalez, we've got Gutierrez, we've got Herta, we've got Martinez, we've got Ochoa, the legendary goalkeeper, Pineda, Reyes, Vargas, Vega, and Edson Alvarez, who used to play for West Ham. I'm not sure which club he's attached to now. On the England bench, you've got Dan Burn, Trevor Chalobah, Eberici Eza, Jordan Henderson, Dean Henderson, Reece James, Noni Madueke, Kobe Mainoo, Marcus Rashford, Morgan Rogers, Jed Spence, John Stones, Ivan Toney, James Trafford, and Ollie Watkins. So, quite a surprise lineup there with Kwanzaa getting a nod at right back. And I'm disappointed still to see Ezri Konsa there as the main centre-back. I was hoping for a Stones-Gahey partnership. But it is what it is. Thomas Tuchel is the manager. Yes, Natasha. Hello. Yes, I'm back. Thank you. Hope you are well. Victor, the main man, is back as well. Yeah, I am so tired. Unbelievable. But yes, hopefully it's the game's going to be worthwhile persevering with this pain. Voice is nearly gone, Natasha and Victor. And yes, it is starting, Natasha. You are so correct. So thank you for letting me know about that extra hour, Natasha. I actually needed that sleep. I managed to end off dropping off about 45 minutes, but I'm back now. So all good. What do you guys think of the lineups, and what do you think about a score prediction? And yes, Natasha says the Azteca Stadium. It is lovely, isn't it? A sea of green, and it's going to be interesting to see how England get on in this game. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you for letting me know. And yes, that I am very welcome. So really appreciate it. Yes, it is a beautiful stadium. Very, very impressive. Victor's going for 2-1 England. I hope so, Victor. And I'm going to copy you there. I do believe it's going to be Mexico 1, England 2. Natasha straight out. Mexico 2, England 0. Fair enough. We're going to have to see how it plays out. Hey, Peter is back. My sombrero won't stay on my head. I hear that, my bro. But yes, nice to see some people in the chat, even at crazy 2 o'clock. It is incredible what us football fans will do. But yes, on that note, I didn't even change the graphics from before as the national anthems are being sung. So I need to change that now. But yes, I'm not happy with the whole Ezri Konsa being the main starting centre-back for England. But this is Thomas Tuchel's pick. Don't quite understand it myself, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, I need to change this quickly before the game starts. We have 6 minutes, so all good. You can hear the thumb feverishly pushing away. Where is England? There it is. Bang, bang, bang. Get it in there. Boom. Norway, I need to get out of there. The Mexicans singing loud and proud. Personally, I'm hoping that Mexico gas themselves out. But we're going to see how fast Mexico start. We shall see. I will chat in a moment. Let's just get the Mexico badge up there. Okay, all good with the graphics there. Right, let's go back to reading some of the messages. Victor says, Mexico are really intense in the first 30 minutes of the match. English players must be concentrated if they want to win. That's exactly what I was thinking, Victor. England need to be they need to be mentally on it. These guys are going to give it everything for the first, like you said, I was thinking 25 minutes to try and race into a lead. And then obviously they can make changes and try and see out the game. But yeah, England have to be on it. So yes, very good point. Very good point, my bro. 100%. But yeah, they look really charged up as well, Victor. You can see in the build-up, they look like they are on it. Hey, Abazar, welcome to the channel. Nice to see you, my man. All good, all good. Abazar, let us know, who do you support? Who's your club team? Which country are you backing in the World Cup? Hopefully England, but if not, obviously share your passion. On my channel, it's a very friendly place. We've got people in the chat that support all different club teams, nationalities, countries. And yeah, make yourself known. Love to hear from it. Espresso, welcome back. Yeah, the game is on, my man. It's kicking off in 3 minutes. So very, very exciting. 100%. You know that, bro. Yes, bro. Let's go. Get your predictions in the chats, guys. We've got a few mentioned earlier. Natasha reckons it's going to be 2-0 Mexico. Victor says 2-1 England. I'm saying 2-1 England. Let's go. As the players line up, getting ready. Espresso reckons 1-0 in normal time. So what do you reckon on in extra time and then penalties, bro? Or what are you thinking? Let us know. Abizar, feel free to let us know yours. And welcome to the chat, my man. Espresso says England to nick it in extra time. I'll take it, bro. I am here for it. Victor says, I think the bench of England can make the difference. 100%. That is such a good point. They just need to get the timings of the substitutes very, very well. You can imagine Marcus Rashford doing something in the second half as well. Peter says they're talking about Maradona in 86 on the radio. I hear that, man. All these older generation Peter talking about the old days. Imagine us 40 years ago when Diego Armando Maradona was giving it the handball treatment back in the day. Natasha says, Harry Kane just does not look right. Do you know something, Natasha? Even though I was setting up, I saw him go down on his knees, kind of look down on the floor. And in the build-up, I think you're right, Natasha. Probably struggling with the conditions. So, but he's here now, and he's got to do what? He's got to step up. Harry Kane just does not look right, Natasha says. Australian ref. Peter says it was at this ground. Exactly, Peter. Yes, it was. Amazing. How things can come full circle, Peter, in life. These guys look ready. Colombian VAR and ref. That's the thing, Natasha. Australia don't usually love England very much. And the Colombians on the VAR with a ref, are they going to be more favourable to a Central American team? We shall see. And Natasha says, I remember the hand of God. I do too, just about. I remember watching that as a kid myself. Feeling that little devastation back in the day. And they're just about to kick off. Wow, the atmosphere seems incredible there. Right, the game has kicked off. Wow. Declan Rice back to Pickford. Boos instantly from the Mexican crowd. Jordan Pickford, big kick out. No, what a great kick out from Jordan Pickford. Straight down the throat of the Mexican keeper. Gahey getting the first touch of the ball there. Pickford, boos ringing around the Azteca Stadium. Massive kick out from Pickford once again. Victor, when you was talking about the subs, I just cannot see Bukayo Saka lasting more than 60 minutes. Saka will definitely be coming off, you would imagine, in the second half. It's going to be interesting to know if he can even last a half with these conditions so-called. But let us see how this exciting game is going to pan out. Wow, early yellow card. Declan Rice already. Peter says Pickford would love the attention. Natasha says, did not realise the Mexico striker plays fools. Yes, Natasha, yes. He went back in the summer, straight after the season. They sorted it out. So yes, Raul Jimenez is back at Wolves, but obviously back in the Championship. So Declan Rice on the early yellow. That is a bad start for England. Wow, Tuchel going crazy on the side. Oof. But it is a bad challenge. I mean, at the end of the day, Declan Rice can have enough to complain about. Late for the challenge. Victor says Pickford is, in my opinion, the weakness of England. Victor, he's not someone that I rate very highly. But that's the thing. Sadly, these days, he is one of the better England goalkeepers, if not the best at the moment. In England, we're not blessed with great goalkeepers anymore, sadly. So it is what it is. So yeah, Declan Rice on an early yellow. Sad times. So we've got 2 minutes on the clock. Wow, these guys look sprightly. Mexico looking sharp. Shot comes in, blocks. Off Konza. Right winger now on the ball. For Mexico. Mexico dominating the early stage with possession. Natasha says Tuchel is pacing up and down shadow. I know he looks like a madman on the sidelines, doesn't he, Natasha? Alvarado jumping through two players. Elliot Anderson, Gordon. Gordon is probably one of the best players on the pitch at winning fouls. He wins the foul there. So Pickford now with another big kick out coming up. Harry Kane trying to win it. Dropped down by Declan Rice. Fed over to the right by Jude. Bukayo Saka looking slow and sluggish on his feet. Yes! Man like AV made it. How you doing, my bro? Let us know how you're getting on. Everyone welcome AV back. He said he was going to come in, and he's here in the early hours to support the Three Lions. Let's go. AV, I took a little nap myself just before the game. Natasha gave me the heads up about the delay to the game, and I thought, let me try and get 50 minutes, an hour in. I got an hour in, but I'm back. Damn, that Azteca Stadium buzzing. Oh, I'm telling you, Espresso, it is wild. The atmosphere must be crazy. What an atmosphere to play in as well. What a challenge for the English boys. Victor says, do you think that Gordon to Barcelona is a good move? Victor, I think it's a little bit of a strange one. And what I would say is that I think overall it will end up being an okay move, a great move for him. But I think ultimately, in the build-up in the tournament, he's played awful because he's got that move on his mind. He's struggling. He's trying to do too much. And I don't quite understand why, Victor, they didn't keep Rashford. Maybe they still will. There's rumours that they might still, but I would have kept Rashford. He was amazing last year, as we know. And Gordon, okay, 4 years younger, but not as good a player as Rashford. What do you think of the signing? Wow, a little bit of a skirmish in the middle there. Peter says, AVFC, all right. Hey, Gary is back. How you doing, my man? Victor says, I think good move, but it cost too much at Barcelona. I know, 70 million for Anthony Gordon, but this is the price of players, my man. You understand if Gordon goes to another English team because you've got the English tax or the fact he's a homegrown, but for Barcelona, he's not homegrown. 70 million is a lot of money for Anthony Gordon, but football prices are going crazy, bro. They're just crazy. Peter says, nice one, Gary. Respect. AV says, all good. Got a beer, just walk the dog. That is a man who is prepared. I'm on the Lucasade just to try and get that fizz and that pop just to keep it going. Right, this game's been slightly delayed after this little skirmish. Ball is played back to Pickford, who sprays it across the back to Gahey. And the boos are ringing around the Azteca. Nico O'Reilly now. Ball is back to the goalkeeper by Bellingham. It's weird. I'm not even exaggerating. Obviously, we're all watching, but to me, Mexico they just look sharper. They look faster. Maybe it's just England players have to conserve that energy. Maybe that's part of the plan. Just keep it tight until things level out. But yes, glad to see you back, AV. Respect, my bro. Hopefully the dog is chilling at your feet. Right, Bellingham charged through midfield. Driving, what a run. Lays it out to Anthony Gordon. What's he going to do? Wins the corner. Well played, Anthony Gordon. Amazing. We've got loads of people in the chat on a big Monday morning, 2 a.m. in England. Let's go. Channel is doing well. Natasha says there is 80,000 Mexico fans and 7,000 England fans in the stadium. Didn't even know there was that many England fans. That's really good. That's well done by the England fans to make that kind of commitment. But fantastic facts, Natasha. Right, Declan Rice, the man on the yellow card. Over the ball. Right. Is it going to be a good delivery? Play short to Saka. Jinx left. Fizzes it across the box. Bit of a deep cross. Mexico, can they keep that in? Ooh. A counter-attack was on the cards there. Natasha says it is the intensity and the altitude in the stadium. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. I'd love to know what it feels like, just for a moment, just to know what it actually feels like so we could understand what it was truly like, what it's like to breathe there. I think I mentioned it on the other stream, Natasha, a few days ago. My friend used to live in Mexico City, and he said it takes 10 days to get used to it, maybe more. And he said that for the first 4 days while he was in Mexico City, he felt sick all the time until it just started to ease off a bit. So yeah, it goes to show how tough it is. So the Mexico team seemed to have settled into the game better. Right, Nico O'Reilly fires it back. Elliot Anderson. Jude Bellingham chasing down. Surely that's not going to be giving us anything. Victor says, do you think that England will have the ball all the match? Nah, I think it's going to be one of those games, Victor, where, both teams are going to have their moments in the game. And it's just about England have the better quality. That's kind of clear. But it's just whether they're going to be sharp in those moments that is necessary. But I'm imagining both teams to score, which is why I'm thinking for the 2-1. So I think it's one of those ones where, with the conditions and the level of the level of quality of the players. I don't see how both... I think it's a 50-50. So England have the quality, but Mexico have the advantage on the condition. So I don't see how any team can control the whole match, if that makes sense. Natasha says, are you doing any watch-along tomorrow at all? Yes, definitely, Natasha. I'm going to do the Portugal-Spain. I think that's the only game tomorrow, I think. If there's a late one, 1 a.m., I probably won't. But definitely Portugal-Spain, Natasha. So it'd be lovely if you can join us. But I think we think that could be an absolutely sensational game tomorrow. Portugal-Spain could be the classic of the tournament. Right, ball is being played back amongst the Mexican defence. Peter says, who's got the best keeper? What, in the tournament or here? Oh, good feet there from Jimenez. Alvarado. Oh, England so deep in their half. Natasha says, and there are 2 more on Wednesday as well. Let me have a quick look at those. Right, ball flied into the box. Pickford claims that no problem. And Vic says, I think Mexico can be dangerous in supersonic counterattacks. I hear that. And I'm interested in seeing what this young boy, this Gilberto Mora is like, this 17-year-old Victor. He sounds like he's a very promising player. Tuchel is shouting again. Natasha says, yeah, he's a lunatic. But I kind of like that and respect that. At least he's trying to put some passion into the players, Natasha. Peter says, in this match, the keeper could make the difference. Oh, Natasha, so tomorrow we've got obviously Portugal, Spain, and in the early hours we have United. Oh, great ball there. Saka was nearly in. United States versus Belgium. I don't think I'll be doing that one, but the day after, so Tuesday, Natasha, Argentina, Egypt, and Switzerland, Colombia, I'll be doing those 100%. So just the one tomorrow, I'll do Portugal, Spain tomorrow, and on Tuesday I'll do Argentina, Egypt, and Switzerland, Colombia. Tuchel is the best weapon of England. Brilliant coach. I hear you're backing your former manager, the PSG, Tommy Tuchel, who got you to the Champions League final. Obviously, you're quite unlucky to lose that game. 1-0 to Bayern Munich, I remember. But Thomas Tuchel, he did do a good job at PSG. I'll give him that. He was very unlucky not to win the Champions League. Bit of a strange kick-off there. Kick out. England hunting in packs, ready to close it down. Oh, Gordon hunting and snapping at the players. I am on the Lucasade. I am, Natasha. Just about. I've had 2 coffees today, but I can't have any more coffees, or I definitely won't sleep after the match, Natasha. So we're on the cherry Lucasade, Natasha. Right, Alvarado whips one into the box. What a header! What a great save from Pickford. Down to his left. Scoops it out wide. What a great header from Jimenez. That looks certain to be 1-0. Great save down at his feet. Brilliant stuff. What an amazing diving header and an equally good save. First real effort on goal. Wow. Woo, sigh of relief there. Pickford knows he's in a game. What? That wasn't even a great chance. He made something out of that. It was a great cross into the box, but he made it. Right, the corner defender, Jude Bellingham, dives down and heads it over the bar. Right, Alvarado now going to whip a second one in. That was close. What's happening, Swerve, my brother? Pickford is a good shot stopper. I think he's underrated. Ball into the box. How you doing, Swerve? Let us know, my man. Pickford, he's definitely a good shot stopper for sure. He's someone I don't have much love for, seeing as he nearly took out my boy Virgil van Dijk, nearly ended his career. But, you know, it is what it is. Swerve, get your prediction in the chat for the match, my man. Natasha said the Lucas does help. It certainly does. Swerve says, what's happening, fella? I'm good. You? I'm good, my bro. Hope all is well. Just enjoying this World Cup, bro. Big time. Get your prediction in the chat, bro. I'm going for 2-1 England. But we're worried about these conditions. Right, great break down the left. But you can't keep it in. So you predicted Norway, Brazil, yeah? Same as me. And funny enough, I did the match prediction. And I put in 2-1. Ade, the veteran arcade soldier with the knowledge, Swerve. And you was about to say 2-1 England. I like it, my bro. Right. Throw-in coming here. The thing I'm most concerned with for the England team is Konza is a centre-back. Victor Konza, not Jarell Konza. I mean, he's playing right back. It's not about Konza, but it's Ezri Konsa, the Aston Villa centre-back. That's the player that I've always been concerned about with England. And obviously, Declan Rice on a yellow card isn't great for us at the moment. On the knowledge, Swerve, the knowledge. Obviously, thank you for everyone joining me. Please don't forget to drop a like on the channel. Just take a moment, close the chat, drop a like on the stream, then get back in the chat and let's go. Oh, that dive from Jimenez there for the header. I mean, wow. This is a guy that, if you remember, about 4 years ago suffered that horrible injury in the Premier League, but still brave, getting his head down where it hurts and getting a beautiful header. Yeah, what you reckoning about tomorrow's big game, Swerve? You've got Portugal versus Spain. Could be an all-time classic. This World Cup has just been amazing. Absolutely loved it. This game has definitely got a lot of back and forth to it, 100%. Elliot Anderson, poor there, giving it away. Mexico, pushing forward. Quinones on the wing. Mexico just looking for the moment. Mora, the youngster. Good 1-2 there, drives into the box. Oof, dangerous. Natasha says, Tuchel is pacing up and down. It's just started to rain again in the stadium. Oh, Natasha, hopefully you're not being the bearer of bad news, predicting thunder and lightning. Swerve says, I think Spain in the Spain-Portugal game. I hear you, my bro. Portugal not being great, but they could turn up. You never know. But on the law of averages, which I know you're probably going for, Victor says, Jimenez nearly died. It's a miracle that he can still play for Mexico. I know it's crazy, right? And that's the beauty of these guys. At the end of the day, this guy always wearing a headband. Obviously, he had mad stitches and all the things he went through. Obviously, severe concussion, massive scar on his head. But in that moment, man's just diving down, putting his head where it hurts. That's what it's all about. Swerve said you're 30 seconds behind. Swerve, always in my shadow. Remember that. Right, Pickford now. Plays it out. All right, Anthony Gordon. Jinking up and down. He's using that pace, trying to explosively burst past into the box, which he does. Ooh, and wins a corner. Lira knocks it out for the corner. And Natasha says, Swerve likes that one. But they did say there could be more rain and possible thunderstorms. Oh, I hope not, Natasha. And if there is a bit more lightning, let it happen at least on 45 minutes. So they only delay half time by 15. But this half has flown by. We're nearly at the first hydration break. Lucasade, not officially supporting the channel, but feel free to drop me an email. Let's go. Right. Wow, the sweat dropping off Jude Bellingham is insane. Rice floats one into the box. Too easy. I mean, those are the kind of corners I could float that one in there. You need to get a bit more on it. Mark Gahey, something about him. He just looks like the nicest man in the universe. The noise in the stadium is incredible. Oh, what was that throw-in? The boos ringing around. Espresso says Bellingham in a sauna. You know what I mean? He was, isn't it? He literally went. Look, Nico O'Reilly, he's looking all right and fresh. Jude looked like he turned up the sauna to 60 degrees. He was cooking himself. Right, long ball dealt with there by Ezri Konsa. Nice turn there by Jude Bellingham. Wow, but Lira picking that back up. No problem. These Mexicans looking sharp all over the pitch. Hydration break yet? Natasha says, yeah, well, it's coming up in a minute. Boy, Jude Bellingham looks like he needs a bath in Lucozade. He needs some proper hydration. Are they stopping now for the hydration break? Yes, they are. Referee getting involved there. Camera says great game. And they've got the killers rocking around the stadium right now. Natasha says Spain to win tomorrow. Fair enough. I think so as well, Natasha. I think Spain will have too much for Portugal. And they look really sharp in the last game. I didn't watch it fully, but I watched the extended highlights. But I can't see Portugal. Yeah, the problem is they've got such good players, Portugal. You know, that midfield. They're probably the best midfield in the tournament. Bruno Fernandes, João Neves, and obviously Vitinha. But Spain, you would imagine, Natasha, I think you're right. They'll have too much for them. They will have too much for Portugal. Espresso says, missed 10 minutes. Had to get my large jacket potato, chili con carne with cheese and sour cream. This man is making me jealous. I'm actually starving. But no, respect. Enjoy your food, my bro. Victor says, close match, not a lot of dangerous moves. Both teams are waiting for their first goal. 100% Victor. It's very close. And obviously, the closest we've seen so far is Raul Jimenez. Now back at Wolves with that diving header. And a decent save from Pickford. Natasha says, but Portugal were lucky to get through against Croatia. They were. They 100% were. But that's the thing. Sometimes this luck just keeps carrying you through, right? But you would imagine that just about getting past Croatia is not going to be the same as getting past Spain. So I think you're right, Natasha. Spain, you would imagine, are going to have too much for these guys. Espresso's on it. Good man. Good man. Elliot Anderson looks fresh though. Declan Rice looks shattered. Jude Bellingham looks like he's regretting his life decisions by being on the pitch. And Tuchel is going for it. That's the thing. These hydration breaks, they're a massive opportunity for the coaches to make changes. It's a very interesting concept. Managers can basically have, a massive say on the pitch. Espresso says, was Croatia denied a goal because of her hair? Microchip ball sounds real sus, that, mate. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. The problem with all of these contentious decisions at this World Cup, it always seems to favour the team that has kind of like the more potential for TV viewers. If Portugal go through, it's Ronaldo staying in the tournament more eyes on the tournament. Florian Balogun, the USA striker, he gets the red card overturned. It helps the USA, the hosts, more eyes on the tournament. Do you know what I mean? So all of these big decisions keep going against the team where it helps TV coverage, which is a bit unsavory in a way. We've ended the first quarter, guys. We're in the second quarter. Let's go. Natasha says, I see there is yeah, exactly. Sorry, Natasha. I just literally, was just saying that. So yeah, 100%. It's ooh, good save from Anthony Gordon there. Kept in a long pass that had no right to even keep on. But would that have well, VAR would have had a look at that. But yeah, maybe should have played it into the middle there instead of taking a shot from there. Victor says, my thoughts. England wins, US wins against Belgium, Spain wins against Portugal, Argentina wins, Colombia beats Switzerland. I mean, with those there, I think you could be right in absolutely majority of them. I think just off the top of my head, I think the closest game there is Colombia-Switzerland. I think that game is very close. That's a 50-50 toss of a coin. Nico O'Reilly plays Anthony Gordon down the line. Express says, I hope this doesn't go to pens. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Just want an England victory in the 90 minutes, go to bed, job done. And even then we're talking about 3:30, nearly 4 o'clock. Good feet from Elliot Anderson. Given away there. Declan Rice on that yellow card, that does worry me. Oh, well played there from Jude. Great tenacity there. Natasha says, what about the Colombian game? As in who's likely to go through? Or you mean covering it? When is the Colombia game? Oh yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, definitely covering that, Natasha, 100%. And I think Switzerland, Colombia, I think that's going extra time. Maybe pens, in my opinion. Victor says, I think Colombia is the most underrated team in the tournament. I think if they pass, they will beat Argentina. They could do. It's 100%. But that's the thing. We're getting to the point now. Well done. One back by Jude Bellingham. Great feet. Riding challenges and bursting through. Oh, nicked off his toes. By Sanchez. Oh, they didn't read the play together. But it was covered by Elliot Anderson. Yeah, I hear you on the Colombia-Argentina matchup. I think that's a close one, potentially. We all expect Argentina to get past Egypt. I think that is more or less one of the easier selections to make. I don't think Egypt have got anywhere near enough to stop Argentina going through. But yes, Natasha, definitely going to be doing Switzerland and Colombia on Tuesday. That's it. Basically, there's no more strong tackle there with Jude. Victor said Colombia will smash Switzerland 3-1. You reckon, yeah? Okay, fair enough. We shall see. I think it's definitely going to be closer. But we will see, my bro. I'm thinking, like I said, Colombia, Switzerland, 1-1 in normal time, maybe even penalties. But I definitely don't think they're going to smash them like that. But we shall see. Espresso says Messi was having a go at James. Oh, James, yeah? Yeah, if Messi versus James Rodriguez, that's the old battle of Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Natasha says, I see Messi, Mbappe and Haaland all on 7 goals for the Golden Boot. Isn't it amazing? It's literally a top scorer, a top, Golden Boot race for the ages. Unbelievable. Who's going to get it though, Natasha? Who is going to get it? The winners of this game play Norway. So it's going to be interesting. If Mexico get past England, then it will be in this stadium once again, I think. Or maybe it's in this stadium anyway. But we shall see. Gallardo now. Puts the ball into the box. Cleared. Declan Rice looks absolutely shattered already. Elliot Anderson, this guy's batteries are... His batteries are incredible. You can see what they're paying for in a way. This guy has got one of the best engines you've seen in a player. I don't know if an engine should cost 116 million, but he's definitely got one. Natasha says Haaland is on fire. He's an absolute machine, Natasha. That goal today, that second goal of his today was absolutely incredible. Just sensational stuff. I think the way Mexico moves the ball, it's lovely. The way they use the wings is very, very good. Great driving run there. But England are very well structured, organised. England are saying, you shall not pass. Victor said, who's better, you think? England 2022 or 2026? Oh, shot from outside the box. From Romo, that goes way over. I think England 4 years ago. I think 4 years ago. Only because I think defensively England were better. Obviously, much of it is the same side, to be fair. But yeah, defensively they were better because. But the only reason they should have been better, Victor, this will make a bit more sense. I think they should have picked Harry Maguire. They should have. I think England are better now, but they picked some players that they left players at home. They should have brought. They should have brought Harry Maguire. They should have brought Trent. They should have brought Lewis Hall of Newcastle. So I think England theoretically are 4 years better. And Harry Kane, even though he's getting older now, he's better than he was 4 years ago. Absolutely amazing striker. So I think this version should be better. He could have picked better as well. That's my opinion. Natasha says, and I see Colombia is just going through the tournament quietly. Yeah, they're not messing about. They're very strong defensively, Natasha, aren't they? They don't give much away. That's why I think that Colombia-Switzerland game could be absolutely something special. But yeah, they are definitely moving silently. Creeping through the football shadows, Natasha. So England moving the ball around at the back. Saka tries to go past his player but gives it away. That's going to be offside, surely. Quinones, that's going to be offside, surely. Nope, continues. All right, Sanchez now. Lira there. He's been very impressive so far, this central defensive player. Espresso said that high altitude is showing up, mate. Yeah, 100%. These guys, you know, to me, just like you're saying, to me, it just looks like England are surviving at the moment. Not like they're in any real jeopardy in the match, but they just look like, energy-wise, they're just like keeping it basic as anything. Right. Poor quality, though. Vic says, not the most fun match, this England-Mexico, honestly. Nah, I think it started a bit more. I think it started quite exciting, but yeah, since the hydration break, it's definitely dropped off a bit, Victor. Hopefully that plays into the English hands, I hope. But going back to your other comment, Victor, I think the bench will play a big part for England, I think. I think you're very right. Spot on. What I would say, though, is that this match is definitely tense. Oh, Mexico. They're getting through a bit too easy. England look quite static. England playing for second half, you think, yeah, exactly, Peter. That's what I mean. They're very conservative at the moment. Natasha says, it is raining quite heavy in the stadium. Is it really? Do you know something? The thing is, Natasha, a lot of the times, I don't like the cameras and the angles of this World Cup. There's times when it closes in, you can see certain things. But from a distance, it's hard to tell. But fair enough, if you can see it, I know what you mean. I've seen it in some games, I've just seen, oh, it's raining. But when it's very close up. So, God, how humid is that? Right. Ball nearly played in down the middle. Straight down the throat of the English defence. And Raul Jimenez is charging through and nearly gets on it. Declan Rice running out of midfield. Charging into the Mexican half. Lays it off to his Arsenal teammate, Bukayo Saka. Has he got? Jinx left, Jinx right. Into the box. Floats. 1-0 England. Let's go. Jude Bellingham, come on. There you go. And just out of nowhere, England take the lead. the star man of England with Harry Kane. The second star man, should I say. Jude Bellingham does the business. Let's go. Wow, that lung-busting run there. That lung-busting run from Declan Rice into midfield. Lays off to Saka. One step over. Jinks to the right. Floats a perfect cross into the box. And in comes the star boy, Jude Bellingham. What VR check? No way. Really? Nah, nothing doing there. Surely not. Can't see anything there. Oh, eyes on it. Beautiful diving header. Kept his eyes on it. That's a great goal. Really good goal. It was a nice goal. That's it, Victor. England coming for France, bro. Oh, wow. Didn't even realise. 2-0. It's there. Oh, it's over. It's over. I barely had time to look down and change things. Oh, these guys have got smoked. Oh, my goodness. Who saw this? Who saw this coming? Wow. Wow. Bellingham man of the match. Wow. That's it. Winner. Oh, wow. Big man, big game player. Wow. Harry Kane puts it across perfect. Jude Bellingham rushing in. No messing about. That goal came from nowhere. Espresso says 2-0 Azteca. The Azteca's quiet. Woohoo. Karma is sweet. Oh, my days. Oh, Thomas Tuchel going nuts. Jude Bellingham looking focused. Imagine that. This guy absolutely smashed it. Raw. Imagine that. And Mexico cannot handle the altitude, you know. Let's go. Victor says 2 minutes ago, England was doing a poor match. Football is magic. It really is, isn't it? It's crazy. It's true, Victor. You know, it's just any minute. It's just on a flick of a dime, it can just change. Mexico, they look stunned into pieces. Exactly. Mexico can't handle the altitude. Peter says there's still about an hour to go. There is. That guy looks like Mesut Ozil regen. Ball into the box. Wow, Bellingham. What a shift he's put in already. Wow. Ha! Espresso says they are proper stunned. They are definitely proper stunned. Victor says, unfortunately, they won't stop believing until the last minute. Yeah, for sure. But if there's one more goal, it's all over. Natasha said, but we still got another 45 minutes to go. Yes, very true. Very true, Natasha. Peter says, who would England play next? I don't know, I just said it earlier, but who is it? England will play. I just said it a minute ago and now I can't remember. Right, I'll soon find it for you. Oh, Norway. So it'll be England, Norway. Oh, Victor says, yep, Norway. So, yep, Norway. Imagine that. Premier League full. Basically, Norway and England. It's like a Premier League game. Right, cross into the box. Decent cross. Dangerous. And it's 2-1. Wow, that's a great goal. England's defence get caught lacking again. Wow, we've got a game on our hands. Awful defending there. Now, can you imagine if England had a big Harry Maguire there? That goes straight on his head and that's cleared. So Mexico are back in it. Espresso says probably Mexico will get a pen to help them out. Maybe, but they don't need to help each other. They don't need help there. Definitely onside there. Poor defending. What a finish that was, though. Konza at the scene of the crime as usual. Sick of that, brother. Natasha said, but Haaland is on fire. Yes, very true. That's why it's going to make it intriguing if England get through. Maybe I was counting my chickens getting a bit too excited. But already my prediction is roughly where it needs to be. So I'll be happy if it stays this way. Especially my both teams to score double is already in. Boom. We've got another man who likes to place a little flutter in the chat. AVFC. I wonder if he's got a bet on today. We can find out at half-time maybe. Victor says this match is insane. What a great finish that was from Quinones. Brilliant. Swing them roundabouts in it, Peter says. And that Mexican brother is good. Yeah, he's no joke. That volley with that pressure. Bang. But you see that? This is what I mentioned at the start of the game. Ezri Konsa is not an England-level starting centre-back. Oh, come on. O'Reilly. Yes. Ezri Konsa is a problem. Aston Villa have a very poor defence. They conceded so many goals. And Konsa had an absolutely average season last season. He is not an England-level centre-back. And that is the player I would have left at home. I've said it every stream I've watched England so far. I've said it every build-up game. And Natasha says Mexico should have scored again. The boos ring around Azteca. Right. Mexico breaking. Ball into the box. Ooh. Konsa just about clears. Big pressure now. England need to get to half time. What a game. Konsa misses the header there. Poor rubbish. Honestly, he's so bang average. It's unbelievable. 5 minutes. Victor says, Elliot Anderson clears. England are on the ropes here, trying to hang on to half time. Alvarado up against Elliot Anderson, looking for the throw. Tenacious stuff. Victor says, I want this match to be memorable. It's definitely memorable so far. It's very tense. Sanchez, ball into the box, tries to go down. Five minutes additional time. Right, Quinones brings it down. Oh, Raul Jimenez left-footed volley. Just goes wide. That was so close. Wow, smashes it into the ground. Just goes wild. He needs to connect better and put it near post, and that's in. Wow. England, very, very fortunate. Can't believe he's missed that. Great effort, though, to be fair to him. Saka, come on, Saka, keep that in, bruv. What are you doing? Espresso Crowd World Cup resurrected. Awesome game. That's it. Goals change games. Oh, that defending on the replay. England are suffering, Victor says. Definitely. Great finish by Quinones. Easily could have blown that one over. Bang. Kept it down. Textbook finish. This Ezri Konza guy gets on my nerves. Can't stand looking at him. So average. I swear, knowing my luck, Liverpool will end up buying this guy. I'm going to be fuming. As the boos ring around the stadium. Come on, Bukayo, get up, lad. You know, we know Bukayo Saka loves getting up and does the little Arsenal shuffle as he walks along with his injury. But yeah, let's just keep going now. Get to half-time, 2-1. Good ball into the box. Flicked on. Oh, my days. What a save. What a header that was. It was going top bins. Jordan Pickford leaping like a salmon. Another header from Jimenez. That was going top bins. Oh. What a header. What a cross. Pickford. Just over the bar. Lovely save. Acrobatic. Wow. This game. Since they've equalised, this game has had everything. Jeez. What a save, Victor says. I know. Unbelievable. Swerve was talking about him in the chat earlier. Underrated keeper, Pickford. Another ball. That's going to be it, surely. Oh, my days. How is this not 2-2? How is this not 2-2? Wow. Montez at the back. The flick on from Jimenez again. Montez left free in the box. Chest it. Hits it with his knee. Goes to take the strike. Jude Bellingham clears. I thought he ballooned it over. Bellingham at the scene again. Clears it. That was going to be 2-2 right there. Wow. At this point, can England even get to half-time with the lead? Mexico are all over these guys. The three lines are looking like ginger cats right now. They're struggling. Mora, the youngster, fires in a corner. Flicked wide. Espresso says Bellingham having a great game. He's having a game for the ages. 2 goals and a clearance off the line. Winning the ball in midfield. Tenacious tackling. Driving forward. At this point, Jude Bellingham is not going to last extra time if it goes that far. He has been running around like an absolute crazy man. Honestly, what a last 20 minutes. Crazy, crazy football. Mexico knocking it around. Well played. Raul Jimenez. Ball is just sticking with him. Ginger cat. I don't know where that came from. Must be, it's the colour of the fur, isn't it? With a lion. Quinones. Deep ball into the box. Anthony Gordon loses the flight of the ball, but he's tenaciously won it back and goes down. Anthony Gordon is, I swear, you know when you look at the statistics for a player, Anthony Gordon, for winning fouls, is the best player in the world. Nobody wins more fouls than this guy. Anthony Gordon is elite at winning fouls. He's a pressure relieving magnet. And Victor, going back to what I said when we were talking about my opinion for Anthony Gordon at Barcelona will win them so many penalties, so many free kicks around the box. Unbelievable. Oh, Swerve. Yeah, that's a good point. Jack Grealish is he's definitely up there. Win more. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, obviously I'm going on players that are playing kind of currently. We know Jack's been out for about 8 months now with that bad injury, but Yeah, he's definitely on a par. But that is a good shout though, Swerve. I'll give you that one, bro. But you know where I'm coming from is the premise. But yeah, what a half. What a half. Unbelievable. Crazy, crazy. Right, keep the chat coming in. What's everyone's thoughts in the second half? I don't think at this rate, if it continues like that, there's obviously going to be more goals in it. England got that sucker punch. They can get goals out of anything. But yeah, Mexico were looking serious there in the last 15, 20 minutes. Victor says, Doué wins many fouls too. Yes, he does. That's true. That's true. Obviously, I watch more Premier League, Victor, than anything else. And obviously, Andy Gordon's no longer in the Premier League. But honestly, when you watch him in the Premier League, he gets so many fouls. So many fouls. And I think as well with Anthony Gordon, it's where he wins them as well. And what I would say, not to counteract what Swerve's saying, what he's saying, Grealish is probably right. But Anthony Gordon, he wins a lot of fouls back in the defending half, whereas Grealish not so much. Espresso says, I reckon another 2 goals, so we need another, we good. I hear you, my man. Yeah, I think England are going to need another goal for sure to see this out. So, yeah, I could see another 2 goals in this game as well. You know, worst case, hopefully 1 each. And then England can get through 3-2. But yes, it's there's definitely more goals in this, guys, 100%. Wow, what a story so far. Crazy, crazy stuff. Jude Bellingham having an absolutely sensational game. But I tell you what, that half just flew by. 45 minutes absolutely flew by. Yeah, so big games coming up over the next few games, over the next few days. Portugal, Spain, 8 o'clock, Monday evening. Definitely a must watch. You've got 1 a.m. United States, Belgium going into Tuesday morning. I'm not going to do that one. Not going to do that one. But Argentina, Egypt, Tuesday at 5 p.m. Definitely going to do that. Watch the Messi show continue. And Switzerland, Colombia. I think that's got the potential to be something special. Switzerland, Colombia. And then obviously there's no game on Wednesday. That's the first game with first day with no game, Wednesday. And then Thursday, France, Morocco, another banger. So yes, all this week it's just good games. Do you know what I mean? As they're showing Box Park. Not sure where that is though. It looks like Box Park, Croydon maybe. And they've got Jude Bellingham and Kane doing a celebration. Epic. But second half, long way to go. Espresso says, I reckon if we get through, we beat Norway. It's like, well, I'm not sure, Espresso. Natasha keeps pointing out that Haaland is on fire. And I just see that England can be gotten at, basically. And Natasha's right, Haaland's on fire. I can't see a game where Haaland doesn't score against this England backline. Especially when you've got a man like Ezri Konsa at the back. Natasha said England scored and thought they were going to sit back on it, but Mexico scored and will keep coming. Spot on, Natasha. I was hoping that, to be honest, England would be able to see it out to half time and really dampen their spirits. But Mexico came back strong and definitely deserved their definitely deserved that 1 goal back. Could have even ended on 2-2, which is quite incredible, really, Natasha. By the end of the half, nobody would have seen that. 2-0 up England. And they nearly made it 2-2 by half-time. That is a quite incredible comeback. Espresso says, Trump pulled strings to get Balogun back in the team. We were talking about that earlier. And then he even puts a statement out, I think later on today, saying he thanks FIFA for seeing sense and all this sort of stuff. Stop talking, bro. Like, he needs to stop talking. But yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Anything with politics getting involved in sport, it's a no-no. But we know what it's all about, basically. What does everyone think about United States, Belgium? Do you think that's I mean, you'd imagine on paper Belgium have the stronger team or the stronger players, but United States look like a better team. They've got the home advantage as well. What does everyone think for that game? I've got a feeling that that's the end of the road for Belgium. I think USA will keep riding that roller coaster. Peter says the home advantage will be huge to overcome for England. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Peter. I hear what you're saying. England, if there's another goal in it, I don't know. I just think England's going to score again, but I can see Mexico scoring again. So maybe it depends who gets the next one. Next goal could be the one that decides it. Really, sounds easy to say, but yeah. Espresso said, heard Trump is a Chelsea supporter and they won the Club World Cup. I don't know. The thing is that when you see some of these politicians or celebrities and they say they follow certain teams, I think it becomes pretty quickly whether they actually do or not. Trump, I'm not sure about, but you can see with certain celebrities when they kind of follow football teams that they're actually involved in it. Wow, I mean, that clearance a few metres out by Jude Bellingham and Pickford's all over him, hugging him and they're all loving it up. Yeah, that was amazing defending. Natasha says the question is how much has it taken out of England? Very good point. In answer to your question, it's got to be a lot, Natasha, right? I mean, some of them guys were just absolutely dripping. I mean, obviously, and it goes back to what Victor was saying at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the stream. He said that it's going to be the bench that wins it for England if they are going to win it. And I mean, can you imagine with the way that first half went? I can't see Jude Bellingham lasting into extra time. Not the shift he's put in. So yeah, maybe it's going to be changes on 60 minutes, and then get some players in, keep it fresh. But yeah, they're gonna have to use the full complement there. Maybe try and use 3 or 4 on 60 minutes, and then save one for extra time, maybe. But yeah, very good question there, Natasha. Very good question. Wow, what a day of football it's been today. Honestly, such a good day. Like, to have 2 matches in a row with all of this drama and intrigue and all the goals and the action, just really, really good. The last few days have been absolutely amazing at the World Cup. Espresso says, impressed with Bellingham's performance, attacking and defence. Yeah, he needs something for real at 70 at least. I think he'll definitely stay at the 90. But yeah, I can't see him making extra time. And the thing with Jude, though, what I would say is that obviously he's been good. Jude Bellingham's always good in attack. He always stands up for England. But in the group stages, I was very worried about Bellingham. His defensive actions have been quite poor. Gives the ball away a lot. And literally, a lot of the time, he's at the scene of the crime. He gave the ball away twice against Croatia, goals. He gave away the goal against, in one of the other games. His mistake led to the goal. So he's kind of always been at the scene of the crime. But today he's been on point. He's bringing that proper, full-on Real Madrid attitude. So yeah, very impressive from the main man, Jude. And that's the thing as well. Obviously, Harry Kane's got an assist, but every game so far, Harry Kane has had a decisive moment. And big Harry Kane, hasn't had his decisive moment yet. We can count the assist, obviously, but Harry Kane's not about the assist. He's about the goals. So, is there going to be a moment in this game where Harry Kane gets on that score sheet? And that is what I'm expecting to see. Right, let's see if we can briefly fly through the stats while people talk in the chat, no problem. Let's see. Was there any yellow cards? Yeah, of course, Declan Rice in the first minute. Let's quickly fly through the stats. But Natasha says, but Haaland awaits. Exactly. I hear that. Honestly, Natasha, I don't see England keeping out Haaland in a 90-minute game. That is for sure. But yeah, it's definitely going to be intriguing. Haaland does await. This guy doesn't even touch the ball in games, and yet still ends up leaving with 1 or 2 goals every single match. The guy is an absolute machine. Right, quickly rifle through the stats. Mexico, 63% possession, 37 for England. 0.45 goals XG for Mexico, 0.69 for England, yet they have 2 goals. 7 shots by Mexico, 3 on target. 3 shots by England, 3 on target. Mexico, 13 touches in the England box, 6 touches for England in the Mexico box. 1 save by the Mexican keeper, 2 by Jordan Pickford. 5 aerial duels won by Mexico, 3 for England. 8 fouls committed by Mexico, very heavy-handed against 3 for the English boys. 4 corners for Mexico, 2 for England. So those are the match stats. And like I said, just 1 yellow card, Declan Rice, first minute. So that is what has been going on. Yep, Espresso says 63% possession. Victor says, unfortunately, Harry Kane isn't the best in big matches historically, except from Congo. Do you know what, Victor? That is a good point. And not to jump and dump on, former players of the past. Harry Kane, as good as he is and as brilliant as he is, you are correct. He usually goes quiet or missing in the biggest games. 100%, that is true. Quite similar, and one of the best players that we've ever seen, but always goes missing in big games. Obviously, there's a blast from the past, and obviously we all know who he is. Thierry Henry. That player, for how good he was, his ability, that guy was always anonymous when it came to the clutch moments, the big games, the finals. Thierry Henry would always go missing. Where when you think about another player that stood up and was absolutely clutch in every final, I'll give you 2 players. Didier Drogba, when he was at Chelsea, unbelievable. That guy was at the scene of the crime in devastating fashion. And obviously, the main man himself, Stevie G, the top boy when it comes to Liverpool FC. That guy, his middle name is Clutch. Let's go. Espresso says, Victor and Dio Congo were burnt out by the time Kane got going. Yeah, I hear that. He's basically saying Kane bullied Congo. I hear that. Natasha says Mexico players are out. Victor says Benzema too, 100%. And that's the thing in football. Sometimes, obviously, we have the league structure. So over the course of a season, you can have a player that can bully and bury. Even Haaland, to be fair. Haaland, obviously, in the World Cup has been great. But when it comes to a lot of the time the domestic finals for Manchester City or even previous clubs, when they get to the crunch moments, the semi-finals, the finals, Haaland usually doesn't produce. So in a way, Natasha, sometimes I'm not that worried about Haaland really, because when it comes to the biggest games, not like group stages and whatever, the quarters, semis and final, Haaland does go missing, to be fair. But yeah, we've seen Jude Bellingham step up. We know Mbappe steps up. We know that Lionel Messi steps up. So, those are the guys when it really comes to the moments that really matter. It is what it is. So the Mexican players are out. What a half. What a beautiful atmosphere. The fireworks are going. That stadium is absolutely stunning. You're right, Natasha. It's absolutely beautiful. Amazing. Victor says Mbappe World Cup is a prime. It's unbelievable. Yeah, he's crazy, isn't he? Absolutely crazy. Imagine Victor, obviously when he was at PSG, Mbappe scoring a hat-trick in a World Cup final and still doesn't win. What is that all about? He must think about that and still, obviously he's won the World Cup before, so he's a very lucky man. But imagine you wake up the next day and you look back and you think, I scored a hat-trick in the World Cup final and I didn't even win. How crazy is that? But yeah, big game now. Big half in the second half. All right, the boos ring round the stadium. Anybody else in the chat? Who are your all-time clutch players? Whether it's international football or club football, drop them in the chat. Those are my two that always spring to mind. Didier Drogba. I think he scored in every final he played in. And Steven Gerrard scored in every final he played in. Absolute legend. Both of those guys. Victor says, France-Argentina was the most epic final of World Cup ever. You're right, Victor, and that's the mad thing, right? I remember, the weird thing is obviously they were 2-0 up Argentina in the first 70 minutes. And it wasn't the greatest game up till that point. But when it hit that 75th minute and France got that first goal back, it went from a very average game to literally the best game. Right, second half has started. Right, Edson Alvarez is on. Right. What can England do? Gerard Remontada was wild, exactly. And he did it 2 years in a row. At Istanbul, Liverpool 3-0 down against AC Milan. Up steps Steven Gerrard, puts Liverpool on his back. Let's go. And then in the year later, 2006, they're losing the FA Cup final. Steven Gerrard last moment. Boom! 30-yarder. One of the best goals Wembley has ever seen. Actually, it was at the Millennium Stadium, I tell a lie. But unbelievable. Let's go. Right, Pickford, get rid of it. What are you doing? Right, second half. This could be something special this half. There's going to be drama in this half, 100%. Cameron says, this is going to be mad. I agree. Natasha says, do not seem to hear much about Gerrard these days. Yeah, all quiet. I think he's enjoying the pundit life these days, Natasha. I'd like to see him as part of the backroom staff at Liverpool, and I'm sure you would too. Nico O'Reilly using that Premier League power and pace and that physicality to charge down Sanchez's ball. Sanchez versus Nico O'Reilly on that wing does not look like a battle. All right, Declan Rice wins back in midfield. Harry Kane looking sluggish. Bellingham getting booed. Oh. Giving the ball away there. Konza again. Dawdling on the ball. My favourite player, Konza. Give him the Isak treatment. Get him out of there. Natasha says, I thought he became a granddad as his daughter had a baby. Is that right? Stevie G. Granddad, you know. Mad. That's the tag I'm trying to lose. Well, not lose. I'm not trying to get that tag, Natasha. I don't want to be a granddad anywhere near anytime soon. Peter says, don't you know who his daughter married? No, who did his daughter marry? Andy Gordon slips in. Across. O'Reilly. Oh, no one's there to tuck it in. What minute you on? I'm on 48 minutes and 20 seconds. What about you? Who did his daughter marry? Peter or Natasha? I think I saw something that his daughter had a baby, actually. Nico Riley. Off the post. Oh. Oh, well, you're 17 seconds ahead. No problem. Wow. Shot off the post. Wow. Could have been 3-1 just then. Victor says, what is your opinion about the loss of Konate? Great player, but poor season. Well, what I would say is, I don't know who she married. Peter, let us know. Let us know who she married. Victor, yeah, Konate, it is a big miss. I think he didn't have a bad season, as people said. Liverpool just don't have any protection in front of their defence, so it made them look worse than they are, in all honesty. I think they should have done better to keep, should have tried harder to keep him. But the money he's on at Real Madrid, Liverpool was never going to match. So I just think they should have just decided from much earlier to part ways, just so there was less drama, less talk, less rubbish, really. But I'm okay with it personally. It is what it is. I'd rather have kept him, but, you know, we've got a young centre-back, Jeremy Jacquet, so let's see what he can do now. And, you know, Konate is definitely a big miss, but what can you do? Oh, great feet from Jude Bellingham, driving away, gets away from two players. Brilliant run. Brilliant skill. The Azteca boos are wild. I've slightly changed my thingy, so I think, Espresso, I'm probably about 8 seconds behind you now, so that's good. Natasha says, nothing on transfer yet. Very quiet. Natasha, there has to be transfers this week. There has to be transfers this week. I'm not sure how many players you feel Liverpool need, but in my opinion, we need at least another 5 players. At least. So, yeah, there's got to be another transfer this week. Pre-season starts in about a week. Right, what a ball. Out to the wing. Anthony Gordon at pace. Saka making his way into the box. Anthony Gordon, jigs inside. And he wins another foul. Anthony Gordon, this is what I'm saying. This guy wins fouls like nobody's been. And he wins them in the most dangerous places as well. Edge of the box, left-hand side. Well, she's engaged to father of the baby to the son of a famous Irish mobster. Oh, wow, really? Fair enough, Peter. No, I didn't know that. Victor says Bellingham grade is not far from 10. What a match. Yeah, it's true. He's had an amazing game. Jesus. Kwanzaa, very lucky there. Oh, look, Premier League, that's a sending off, potentially. Hopefully that doesn't go to VAR. What a stupid tackle that is from Kwanzaa. Dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry, Natasha, 1 minute. Oh. Stupid tackle from Kwanzaa. Reckless. He's going to send him off. He's off. It's going to be off. He didn't even look at it long. It's done. Flip's sake. And just like that, it's over. Done. Red card for Kwanzaa is off. Absolute moron. And Victor, I wasn't even talking about Jarell Kwanzaa. I was talking about Ezri Konsa, centre back. What a disastrous pick at right back. What is he doing? Just get off the pitch, man, you fool. Why is he challenging like that? Studs up. Absolutely foolish. Oh, you know what? Espresso, I would have come to that conclusion soon enough. We know we know what emojis are going to be hitting this guy tomorrow. He's in trouble now. You know what? Actually, Espresso, it's a good job he's playing his club football in Germany. These guys are going to be on it now. Let me go back and address Natasha's message. Red card and pen. No. It's red card. It wasn't in the box. But pen for Mexico? No. Free kick. Wow. What is going on in this game? Peter said, I've been saying for years that Kwanzaa was very, very immature. I don't understand why he picked him at right back. Should have gone with Jed Spence. You got Reece James on the bench as well. Why not start the game with Reece James? If he tires, take him off. I didn't understand this Kwanzaa thing. It's poor selections from Tuchel. Kwanzaa at right back was never the one for me. Ezri Konsa at centre back is not the one for me. Express said it's getting spicy. What can England do? How can England see this through? 35 minutes to go. And Kwanzaa, Jarell Kwanzaa, formerly of Liverpool, has absolutely chucked it in the bin. Natasha says Kane down. Yeah, he was down for a little while. He's up now. Oh, this is going to be a long 35 minutes. Oh, this is so disappointing. Can't believe it. Can they hold out? This is going to be the longest 35 minutes of these England players' career. They need to be switched on. They need to be locked in. Oh, good turn for Joaquin Yanez. Goes for the shot. Likely footy. Yeah, you're right, Pete. Of course, yeah. Additional time. So, yeah, it's going to be close. Yeah, you're right. It's going to be close to 45 minutes, then obviously 35. It's going to be tense. John Stone's coming on now. Why didn't you start the game? Saka going off. Ezri Konsa going over to right back. John Stone's coming off. Saka coming off. Victor says the end of the match will definitely be very intense. 100%, bro. I'm so excited from a neutral point of view. No, I hear you, my man. Well, enjoy the game. You know, Thomas Tuchel, to be fair to him, if England go out from here, he can't be held accountable for what's happened on the pitch. But Gordon goes down. And White gave a penny for that. Wow. I need to see the replay, but I mentioned it in the first half. What did I say about Anthony Gordon? Victor, this is what I was saying about Anthony Gordon. This is what I'm talking about. This guy wins everything. Gordon's been sick. Great flick on from Harry Kane. Bang! Beautiful flick on. Gordon. Oh, it's a penalty. It's 100% penalty. 100%. Definitely a penalty. Oh, does that come off of Harry Kane's arm, though? Thank you, Victor. Come on, Harry. Now, here we go. Big moment. Espresso says, yes, bruv. Come on, Kane. Gordon is a magician. This guy will win you stuff. I told you. This guy wins everything. Every foul. Handball or not, that is the question. Well, do you know what? I kind of, on the second replay, it looked like it came off his hand. But, you know, they should have gone to the box, gone to VAR by now, but they haven't. Harry Kane steps up. Now, is it going to be like France? 2022, where he missed a decisive penalty. He's already missed one in the tournament, if you remember. He missed a He missed a penalty against Croatia. Espresso says Barcelona not silly wanted him. Yeah, exactly. Imagine in La Liga what he's going to do against those defences. He's going to be winning free kicks left, right, centre. Pedri and them boys, Lamine Yamal, they're going to be rubbing their hands together. Let's go. They tried to rough up the penalty spot there. Rangel, the goalkeeper, trying to psych out Harry Kane. Harry Kane is not a man that does some nonsense stutter step. Decisive moment for Harry Kane. What we will remember of his tournament. Let's see. Pressure moment. Harry Kane, he looks focused. He looks ready. Come on, Harry. Let's do it, bro. Harry Kane steps up. Oh, it's in. What a penalty. Let's go. Come on. What a penalty. Absolutely slapped it in. Is that going to be the goal that sends England through to the quarterfinals? Wow. What guts. Great play from England. Going 3-1 up with 10 men. That is sensational. Whatever you want to say about the English, you cannot doubt our resolve. Let's go. Espresso says, get in there. What a pen. He absolutely slapped that. And the keeper was a great save as well. Wow. It was past him. You do not save those. You do not save those. Another moment, Victor, towards the Ballon d'Or. Let's go. And you hear the announcement in the stadium where the guy's going, scorer, Harry Kane. And there's just nothing in the crowd. The crowd is just like muted. The keeper of Mexico, a horrible match, by the way. You think so? Well, he hasn't really got close. It was not a bad save, though. Espresso, no stutter step, exactly. Bruno G, take notes, Joker, 100%. Norway and then Argentina and then France. So that is the pathway, Natasha is saying. Norway next, wow. Then Argentina, wow. And then France to win it. Can you imagine? Let's see what is going to happen. The overall individual quality, the power, and the pace of the Premier League are just too much for Mexico. All the advantages, all of the physical advantages, what have they got? Can they respond against 10 men England? There's going to be more goals in this. There surely has to be. Victor says, I think Mexico can still grab extra time. You know what? There's a long way to go against 10 men. England need to see it out now. Pickford comes out. Poor clearance, really, from Pickford. Good play there for Mexico. Trying to win a corner. And Jude Bellingham is at the scene. Trying to defend it out. There's definitely more goals in this. Wow. But the right back problem for England is a big issue. Reece James can't stay fit. Tino Livramento went home. Anthony Gordon on a darting run. Lighting it up on the left wing for England. Well played to him. But yeah, the right back spot for England is definitely a problematic position. Jez Spence not looking great in the last game. Kwanzaa off in this game. Sent off. Reece James, injury concern. Livramento gone home from the World Cup. Natasha says, do you think England can beat Norway? Oh, they definitely can beat Norway. They've got too much in attack that I just think that they cannot not score against Norway. But can they do enough to stop Erling Haaland? I think they would beat Norway, to be honest. I do think so, Natasha. I think we'd beat them. I think it'd be a good game, Natasha, but I think we will beat them. What I would say regarding in the game, if I was doing an early prediction, I mean, it's a bit early. Let's see if England get there. But I think England will beat Norway 2-1 or 3-2. I think they got too much. But I think it will be a good game. Surely more goals. We need 2. 1 more. Woohoo. Might be 2 more, says the Ginger Cat. Definitely no Ginger Cats about right now. They're 3 lines and they're purring. And it's 3-1. Quinones. Lovely ball into the box. Can they use the extra man? Dinkton. Oh, they've gone down looking for the penalty. Looking for the penalty. Ref is not having none of it. Referee's got a tough job to look. Argentina, do you think they can beat them? Natasha, I do think Argentina, England would be a 50-50. They definitely could, but Argentina could definitely beat England as well. So, yeah. I think it's 50-50. But once you're in the semi-finals, Natasha, it's anybody's game, right? Whoever turns up better on the day. And I think even if it went to the final, it's England-France. I think England could beat France, and I think France could beat England. I think once it gets past, if England get past Norway, it's just 50-50. Yeah, I just answered. I think they could do. I honestly think they could do. I think England and France are quite similar in the sense that, obviously, France have a better overall squad. Possible penalty check. Wow. But yeah, I do think so, Natasha. I think England could beat France, but I think France can easily beat England as well. 50-50. So this looking like a penalty going to go the Mexicans' way. Let's have a look. Let's see it in real time. Let's see the whole thing. I mean, to give a penalty for this? Come on, man. That's not a penalty. You can't give a penalty for that. Yeah, but so what? If 2 players go for the ball and touch each other, that doesn't mean it's a penalty. That's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. He's going down looking for it, obviously, and fair enough to the Mexican player looking for it. You can't give a penalty for that. Look, they're freezing it. They're basically saying give a penalty. This guy gives it. It's weak. Oh, that's just rubbish. That's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. No way. Rubbish. Honestly, that is rubbish. And you've got this guy in the BBC studio, Darren Cann, who obviously officiates in the Premier League, saying, well, yeah, it's a penalty and all that by the letter of the law. It's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. Tuchel is shouting, Natasha says. I don't blame him for shouting. That's nonsense. That is just... The player wasn't even in control of his body. He was balancing one foot. And fine, him and Kane have gone for the ball. That's not a penalty. You don't give penalties for that. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right, Mexico penalty. Raul Jimenez, and we know he's good. Yeah, Victor, that's not a penalty. It's a robbery. It's ridiculous, really. Right, Jordan Pickford, let's go. What you got, son?
Crap, he scored all of his last five.
Steps up. Start a step. Oh, went early. Went early. That was a cool class penalty. So 3-2. We have a game on our hands. Raul Jimenez. Great penalty that was. Really good. That's just not a penalty though. As they show Canelo Alvarez in the crowd. Espresso says, don't trust this. Yeah, that's nonsense. Pickford went early. Oh. Mexico at home brought this penalty. But the thing is though, if you're a referee and you watch that again, have you ever played football, bro? Have you ever been a little kid and played football at least? Harry Kane. Natasha says, twists and turns of the game. What's more to come? Yep, very true. What, that's a foul, surely? 2 England players down. O'Reilly down. Yeah, I really question the referee. Not about his integrity, but just about, have you ever played football? Like, seriously, have you played at school with your friends? Have you played outside your house? You're a referee. You should have played. You should have had some semblance of what the game of football is about. Most people will tell you that that was not a penalty. Absolutely ridiculous. Espresso says, bro, ref knew the right decision, but Earpiece told him another. Exactly. Because he didn't give it in real time. And once they get that thing in the ear, they feel under pressure or obliged. And even when they show the replay, they even showed him and they go, look. It just says, give it. It's just rubbish. And Natasha says, more drama to come. I think so. Victor called it. He said that Mexico could get the equaliser by full time. And I've got a sad feeling that he could be correct. This match can definitely be the most epic match of the World Cup. What is going on here? This player's got a bleeding lip and he's saying he's been elbowed. I don't think they're going to send off another. You got to do something super blatant to get 2 reds in a match. I don't see that happening. But we've just finished the 3rd quarter, guys. The 3rd quarter. We're now going to hit the 4th quarter. The referee was doing a great job until now. Until the penalty, he did do a good job, you're right. But that was weak. Weak officiating, because that was not a penalty. Peter says, yeah, 3-1 with 40 minutes to go with a man down with the altitude advantage makes it look like 3-0. It does, which is why you got to give Victor credit for that for that guess, for that prediction. And Natasha says it's like the ref who was refereeing a Portugal game. He got done for match fixing. Is that right? I don't remember that one, but I'll take your word for it. You're talking about in the past. Espresso said, need to park that Ghanaian bus. You know that, bro. 100%. Stressful. Right, a few more messages in the chat. Cameron loving the parking, the Ghanaian bus stuff. Victor said, what's your prediction for this tough end match? I'm kind of leaning to... look, I'm leaning more towards what you're saying, Victor. I don't see how they're going to hold out. Like Peter said, we're looking at it now, 16 minutes to go. But like Peter said, it's going to be at least 7-8 minutes injury time. So we're looking at another 26-27 minutes. Big Dan Burn is coming on for Nico O'Reilly. So fresh legs. And the height advantage in the box. Well done from Thomas Tuchel. You got a 6'7" left back coming on who can play centre back. So he's going to win everything in the air. But back to your prediction, Victor. I've got a bad feeling that it will be 3-3 by the end of full time. And I think we might go extra time. So, and if it does go extra time, 10 men as well. I'm not hopeful from this point. I would literally, a bit like what Espresso was saying, I would try and park the bus and just defend it out. I'll try and defend it out. I really would. Natasha said, looking like 3-3 like Peter said. Yes, Natasha, exactly. You just said it very quickly. I went the long-winded way, but yeah, I think so. Sadly, hopefully not. This game, all right. Didn't realise the time. Almost 4 a.m. Where I know, wild, right? It could be finishing 5 a.m. if it goes on to extra time and penalties. Another half an hour, maybe. Definitely another, yeah, nearly. Definitely another, like, nearly 15 minutes and then 20, another 8-9 additional time. So, yeah, could be. Jed Spence on now. Dan Burn on. England just need to see it out. England need fresh legs and great mental approach to part of the bus like the Paraguayan team yesterday. 100%. It's the time of England rumble. Yeah, exactly. Gallardo now. Throws it into the boss. Jordan Pickford, that's your son. What are you doing? Call for it. Oh, weak goalkeeping. Tell the man that's yours. Lira with a good switch across. All right, cleared by England. It's just literally going to be attack v defence, you would imagine. Everybody is deep in the England half. Ball into the box now. Overhead kick. Santiago Jimenez of AC Milan now on. Mexico going for it. England deep. Going for it. Going for that haram ball. Let's go. See it out. If they see it out, if England see it out, they will get so much confidence from this. Quinones, great feet there. Edson Alvarez. England players look absolutely shattered. Konza could barely get out there. He looks shattered. Ball into the box. Cleared by Dan Burn. And it's going to keep coming back. This is going to be a long 13 minutes for England. Victor says, the fact that you are 10, does it make it easy there at home? Who knows? Pressure, expectation, but the crowd could be sucking the ball into the net. Oh, Jed Spence, nice clearance. This is going to be a long 10 minutes. Espresso, got 2 bet builders with cash outs. 1 bet needed. Kane, 1 more shot. Next bet needs Gordon shot on target. Bruv, damn. Oh, that's looking peak though. Natasha says, surprised everyone stayed up to watch it. I think people just didn't want to be like, wake up the next morning and miss out something great. But it's different. If you went to sleep and you woke up as an England fan and they were knocked out, you'll be quite glad. But yeah, this was worth it. This is what you love about football. It's just drama. No matter who you support, this is just drama. But yeah, Espresso, I'm not sure about your bet coming in, bro. I'm not sure about that bet coming in because when are they going to get an opportunity to get those two. That's the thing. Victor says, really stressful, I think, for the English people. 100%. Pickford barely gets a hand on it. What you reckon? Cash out, maybe? Maybe, my bro. I mean, at the end of the day, Kane one more shot on target. I mean, they could get a set piece, but you need Gordon a shot on target. If anything, I think there's more chance of the Gordon part than the Kane part, to be honest, because we're so deep now on the break. Gordon is going to be the one that can. Gordon will be the one that will break out with his pace. But saying that, if Gordon goes off, there might be a Rashford substitution. Does it go on? Is it like Bet Builder? Does it go on to your sub for Rashford, for example? Oh my days. Did that not just hit the Mexican player's head? Alvarez cleared it, surely. Alvarez doesn't get enough. Alvarez should score there. Wow. Alvarez should have scored there, 100%. Mexico bringing on another forward. And Natasha says, well, Peter, what do you think? I cashed out the Kane one. Was less money. Gordon one, double the money. I hear that, bro. Oof. Declan Rice tired. Sloppily gives it away. This guy looks fresh, man. You know, sweat on his forehead at all. Yeah, Espresso, you never know what's going to happen, obviously, with his shots and whatnot, but I just don't... Look where Harry Kane's starting position is. He's on the 30-yard line. How's he going to get up there to even have a shot? Can't see it. Maybe from a set piece he could have done, but maybe that was the wise choice. But don't blame me if he does. Peter says the pressure starts to build on Mexico now, I think. They have to take a chance. Pickford diving for the cameras. Relax yourself, bro. Save your energy. Right. The ball breaks now. But straight to the keeper, who's going to pump it out wide. Quick throw out. Mexico have 9 minutes to save their tournament. 9 minutes and additional time. Natasha says, Victor says, Pickford is a joke. He isn't really assuring. Well, I don't like him. But, I back him. But I don't like him. Natasha says, do you think Mexico score? I don't know. To be fair, Natasha, England are doing a good job at the moment. So I'm going to be positive and say, no, they don't. I think England have settled into a shape quite well. Espresso says £105 for one shot on target. FF's sake. Come on, Gordon. Natasha says, who in the chat thinks Mexico scores? What do you think, Natasha? I think England are doing a very good job defensively. They brought on all their defenders. Jed Spencer's come on. Dan Burner's come on. So they're going for it. All our defence, here is a chance. Ooh, just about from Jed Spence. Nearly a chance there. Peter says, I think Mexico will get the chance, but they have to put the ball in the back of the net. And time is running out. I know what you mean, Peter. It feels like they will get probably one good, clear-cut chance. But what you're saying is, can they take it? Let's hope not. Good pace there. Good tackle and block from Konza. 10 minutes left, Natasha says. The pressure is building on Mexico. Wow. Okay, lays it off to Bellingham. Wow, great play from Ezri Konsa there, winning that foul. Espresso says, looks unlikely, Gordon. They got backs against us. Maybe cash out for 15 quid. Does it go into extra time, though? Or is it only a full-time 90 minutes? My friend is watching at home. She has work in the morning and is regretting life decisions. But well done for staying up. Declan Rice, ball into the box. Cleared header. Mexico. Well done. Jude Bellingham winning it in the box. Just outside the box, sorry. Jess Spence now. Pumps it into the box, but straight at the keeper. It includes extra time, yeah? Victor says, I'm praying for 3-3. Someone said the other day 3-3, then extra time and Bexhill gets a late winner. Wow. Alvarado chips inside. Ball into the box. Drops. Declan Rice. Mexico won another penalty. What do they want a penalty for? Get out of here. Gahey. Big clearance. If it includes extra time. Oh, come on. What do these lot want? Peter Ade, the only true England supporter on here. Nah, Espresso wants England to win as well, bro. Ball into the box. Deep. Pickford. Big punch out. Wow. Alvarado. Lero, he's played very well today. Brought down in the box, turns, shoots, or tries to shoot. And Jude Bellingham once again at the scene. This guy's engine is phenomenal. 4 minutes of regulation time to go. It wasn't even... Mexicans desperate for anything, desperate for a penalty, desperate, but their desperation hopefully will not count for jack. Wow, this drama is nuts. Espresso's offended, Peter. He's been supporting England his whole life. Let's go. Right, ball into the box. Elliot Anderson. Oh, great clearance. Overhead, well, not overhead, but, flicked volley from behind. But the ball keeps coming back. Mexico, Gallardo there on the wing. Jed Spence trying to lock him up in the Jed Spence penitentiary. Right, but ooh, Mexico need to make something happen. Ball into the box. Oh, what a clearance that is by Dan Burn. Oh, Gallardo goes down. Harry Kane is going to be fouled there. Victor says, will you do France-Morocco on Thursday at 10 p.m. English time? Definitely, my bro, 100%. I am there for the France game. France-Morocco is going to be a banger, so I will be there. Hopefully, we will see you here as well. 100%, Victor. I'm all over that game. Fidalgo, long shot, straight down the throat of Pickford. 1.5 minutes to go. Can England get the job done? Let's go. Peter says, yeah, I quite like them in 86 and 90, but they lost their importance to me. Too Londony and clique. And the clique. Now, fair enough, Peter. It is what it is. But I'm sure if we get to the final, you'll be backing the boys. Right, Jimenez fuming. '90th minute. Harry Kane coming off. Morgan Rogers, fresh legs. England are managing a defence. They've done it. They've been brilliant, honestly. Since going down to 10 men, they've been excellent. Espresso says, fair enough. Who are you supporting now? What's that Bellingham now for the tournament? 4 goals? Or is it 5 goals? Incredible, really. Jude Bellingham, undoubtedly the man of the match. Absolutely amazing performance. 11 minutes? What the hell? Natasha, you called it. You said nearly 30 minutes. Wow, 11 minutes. Cash out £10. Think it's a must? I don't know. It's a tenner, bro. Not a lot, is it? So you just need a Gordon shot, or whoever replaces Gordon if the sub comes on. I don't know, man. I'm a ride or die kind of guy to root. I'm a ride or die kind of guy. Peter says I'd love to see. I'd love to see a draw them pennos. Winner takes it all. Peter, you lunatic. Let's get England that victory. Let's go. 11 minutes injury time. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I thought it was going to be 7 or 8. Don't know where they got that from. Drama. Definitely, probably the most drama of the World Cup so far in this game. Lira. Been quite impressed with him, the number 6 for Mexico. Oh, it's going to be is that going to be a corner for Mexico? Yep. Yep. Nobody needs extra time. It's bedtime. Nobody needs it. Right, corner comes in. Pickford. Big punch out there. Scampers back on his feet. What do Mexico have? If England see this out, it's a fantastic result. Poor cross into the box. That was so deep. That was a scandalous cross into the box from Gutierrez. That was trash. The man who won the penalty. That fake penalty from Harry Kane giveaway. Yeah, Espresso. Peter's always about the underdog life. Exactly, Espresso. There you go, my bro. So you got, yeah, yeah. And what I would imagine as well, the only thing that will give you hope for the bet is, if you think about it, is, let's say it's still 3-2 with a minute and a half to go. Mexico, everyone's going forward. Goalkeeper's going forward. So what's the chances there? Do you know what I mean? There might be that last attack. Oh, great chest down and take. Jude Bellingham's gone for the lob. Ambitious. Right, he's on target as well. Amazing from Jude. He looks shattered. He looks absolutely shattered. What a performance from Jude Bellingham. This man, they cannot handle the altitude. Mexico should be full tilt now. If they're not, they might not be up for it. I'll be interested. I'll be real as well. Those 7,000, Natasha said there's 7,000 England fans in the crowd. These guys need to be, they need to stay behind in the stadium because you don't want to be walking down the streets in an England top after this game in Mexico. You wouldn't want to be there if England knock out Mexico wearing an English shirt, walking around that city late at night. No chance. Mexico are trolling, you reckon, yeah? Well, they're trolling themselves, Victor. They are trolling themselves because their quality has not shone through in the last few minutes. I expected a lot more. They've run out of ideas. We see it in big games. They have run out of ideas, Mexico, and I'm here for it. Konza holding a shirt in the box. Express says, my bet has more chance if it goes extra time. That would be selfish. What an amazing thing. These guys could be playing for immortality. 60 years of hurt. Can England keep it moving? For real. Better wait 4 hours for Uber than visit A&E. Exactly, bro. That's if you get to A&E. It's going to be the... Ooh. Dan Burn taking one in his big bunts. All their centres in the box are horrible. Yeah, exactly, Victor. They're crossing into the box is disgusting. I'm feeling very confident. Let's go. Peter says, thought you were on the English side instead of your bet. Ha ha. Yeah, exactly. A man and his money. Alvarez, long shot. What a charge down. Wow. Declan Rice there. Incredible. The energy levels of these England boys. They will sleep well tonight. Under 5 minutes to go. England defending hard. Ball into the box. Oof. First time shot by Jimenez. Decent effort, to be fair. That was a tricky one. Fizzed into him. Tries to hit it. Tries to just leave his foot planted to take the sting off the cross and punch it towards the goal. Dan Burn's only been on for a certain amount of time. He looks absolutely shattered. He's barely been on. Yes, AV. Welcome back, bro. Going to be crazy in Mexico later. Bro, I was saying, can you imagine after the game, if we win, walking out of there with your England shirt on in Mexico City? Not me, my friend. No chance. It's going to be crazy in there. You need to be... honestly. The thing is as well, it's not like if you're walking around there, even if you take off your England shirt, they're going to know where you're from. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Crazy times. But what a performance from England since going down 3-2. And no one will be more relieved than Jarell Quansah. 100%. Peter says there will be a few English supporters in the crowd looking at their bank account and thinking, it's okay, I can always move back to mum's. Exactly, bro. Bellingham, great play there. Burn leaves that, oof, all the way back to Pimpford. Big clearance. Less than 3 minutes to go. Express says, I need Gordon one shot on target. Let it go, bro. Cash out for £1.50 or something. AVC missed everything. Internet went down. Oh, sorry to hear that, bro. Wondered where you got to, man. But it's been a great game, honestly. Corner. Wow. This could be it. You cashed out. Damn. But this is the thing I was talking about. Last couple of minutes, they're going to... Look, surely the keeper's going to have to come forward now. And then it could be Gordon on the break. But anyway. Mexico players down. They need him in the box to take the goal. What's he doing? Get up, son. Must be injured, surely. Ball into the box. Poor corner. Flicked across. Pickford gobbles that up and goes down in typical Pickford time-wasting fashion. Do you remember that Premier League game where Alisson mocked him and did the same thing? Pickford, you absolute troll. Right, Pickford, big kick out. Less than a minute and a half go, 90 seconds. Jude Bellingham, his touch evades him for once. Lucky England is all I'm saying. I don't know about, I think they deserved it. I think Jarell Quansah, he's definitely lucky. But England have deserved it for the heart and the spirit and the energy they put into it. But there's still a minute to go. Dan Burn should have played. Why didn't he run into the corner? What are you doing? Trust your flipping football integrity. Big injury for the Mexican player. Espresso said, made good money this game. Fizzes it over. Wide. What have they got? Less than a minute to go. Fidalgo puts it across. Alvarado. That's going to be another corner, surely. Back in the box. Big clearance again. Jude Bellingham running around like the first minute. Fresh. Lira. Surely this is it. The last chance for Mexico. They need to take a shot. Seconds. Oh, what a charge down. Anthony Gordon, you hero. What effort. This is it. The last moments. Corner into the box. Cross into the box. Oh my God, it just goes wide of the post. It's a corner bundled behind by John Stones. Nearly in. Absolutely incredible finish. John Stones puts it wide of the post. I thought Jimenez got on it. This is it. Keeper's going to come up. This is it. This is it. The last moments. Corners up. Can they clear? Breaks. They're looking for hands. They're asking for Oh, what's going on? Everyone's hoping for... Both teams are saying handball. What's going on? So it's another corner. USA last host left. Espresso says it's not done. It's not done yet. This is it. Surely it goes into the box. Keeper punches out. Pickford, let's go. And that's it. England are in the quarterfinals. Let's go. They're playing Norway. Incredible stuff. Hold that, Mexico. Hold your altitude. You could have handled altitude. Let's go. What a sick game.
I actually hate Mexico.
Nice one, Peter. Respect.
I hate Mexico. They were some whining big.
Amazing effort. Yeah, that's it. That's it. They could have handled the altitude. Let's go. Peter says you were proper supporting Pickford. Just saying. I know, man. I can't stand him, to be honest. But, you know, it is what it is. I want England to win a World Cup. Let's go. As Badil and Skinner rings around the stadium, it's coming home. 3 Lions. We shall see. Mexico's devastated. Should have done better. Wow. Ochoa, the veteran goalkeeper, crying on the bench. Wow. Victor says England are definitely going to gain a lot of experience from the last 2 matches. 2 different situations which were really intense. Exactly, Victor. Very correct. And they came through. And now they're going to be thinking about Norway and taking down the machine, the cyborg, the Terminator, Erling Haaland in the quarterfinals. And I think they will get the job done. Let's go. I feel like I think we're gearing up to an England-Argentina semi-final. Just like in Mexico 86 back in the day. England getting knocked out by Diego Armando Maradona with the hand of God. That was 40 years ago. Incredible. That was such an epic performance from Jude Bellingham. Absolutely incredible. Yes, bro, that was epic. Oh, mate, we'll unpack it. We'll unpack it tomorrow, no doubt. But, mate, that had everything. Come on. But, yeah, it's been South President Espresso. Exactly. 100%. That is where it's going to go. Wow. What a performance from Jude Bellingham, though. Unbelievable. Victor says, good night. It's 5 a.m. in France, I imagine. I'm not going to sleep a lot. No problem, my man. Get what rest you can. And, hopefully catch you tomorrow, if anything. Portugal, Spain. Another massive game. But, yeah, enjoy your night, man. Thanks for keeping us company. Awesome. Wow. That was levels of spirit. Levels of spirit. Oh, bro. Oh, yes. Right, on that note, as the England boys run up to the crowd and take the ovation, they're going to clear out. Hopefully they keep all of the England fans in the stadium, keep them healthy. What's happening? Abdul joins at the end. Hi, Vaz and chat. How are you? Today, Portugal versus Spain. Big game. England 3, Mexico 2. Abdul says, England versus Norway. France versus Morocco. Let's go. Good game. You never walk alone. 100%, bro. Absolutely phenomenal games that we've had last few days. Phenomenal games ahead. Honestly, can't wait for these games. Absolutely incredible. Good game. Don't feel the time. Exactly. That is exactly it. I can hear birdsong and tweeting outside. And it's like, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Cheerio, chaps and Natasha. Nice one, Peter. Good night, my bro. And on that note, I'm going to bring the stream to an end. I'll stay around for a few more minutes, do my little outro, and let's go. Honestly, been an absolutely, birds tweeting, I'm telling you. These birds, these men are out here on Twitter, on X, doing their thing. Tweety birds, suffering, succotash, the whole lot. But yeah, it's been a mad one. What a game. We have seen England get through. They've conquered Mexico in the Azteca Stadium. England doing the do all over Mexico, in Mexico City. We love to see it. England march on. Led by Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. Dropping the altitude all over these boys. Ending the game. 3-2 winners. Absolutely incredible stuff. Fans on the street outside giving it England. Amazing stuff. And it's been a fantastic watch along. Great people in the chat. We've had Abdul coming at the end. We've had Peter. We've had Natasha. We've had Espresso. We've had Victor. We've had tons of people all evening long. Absolutely fantastic. Gary's been in as well. Cameron's been in the chat. If I've missed anyone, I apologise, but it's getting late. But on that note, we are bringing the stream to a close. And if you do see this back later as a vlog, just remember to drop a like on the stream. Support the channel if you like the vibe. And let's go with another game tomorrow. We're doing Portugal, Spain, and then moving on to Argentina, Egypt the following day, as well as what other big games are coming back. And on that note, my name is Ade. I'm the veteran arcade soldier, and I will see you on the next one. And on that note, England get in. Let's go. Moving onwards, the Three Lions marching onwards towards the World Cup final. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. On that note, everyone, have a, I'd like to say good night, but obviously enjoy the rest of your morning, whether you're going straight to work, getting some shut-eye or bunking off work, if anything, tomorrow. Let me know in the chat before I say goodnight. But that is what I'm doing right now as I'll take a breath, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Look after yourself, and thank you for joining me. Thank you.